Hey guys, this is Bobby T, and welcome back to another video in rFactor 2. I know, more than one video in a week, that's pretty unprecedented for me. In this video, I decided to do something a little bit different. I recently had the idea of taking newer Grand Touring or touring car style racing machines and putting them on an older track that does not exist anymore, or at least has been modified a lot, and just seeing what kind of racing we would get and what would happen. And what I came up with was GT3 and rFactor 2 at the 1967 Longford race circuit. I had considered using several other older versions of racetracks like old Spa, 70s Spielberg, old Imola, and several other options, but I decided on rFactor 2 and Longford in the end, just because I felt like, well, it felt really good. Of course, it feels good through the wheel, but it also kind of felt like it encaptured kind of the spirit of 60s touring car racing and just kind of what it was like to race back in the older days on a circuit like that out in the country. The Longford 1967 circuit is most known for the Australian Grand Prix that it held multiple times for open wheel racing, but it was also open to the Australian Touring Car Championship for like a single event one time, and other multiple tourist trophy races and just several different touring car races as well, alongside the most notable open wheel racing like the Grand Prix and also the Tasman series each year for several years. And yeah, I decided we'll kind of embody the touring car spirit of things and head here in 2021 in modern GT3 machinery and just see what it would be like to drive on an old track in new cars, and just what all the differences are. So without further ado, let's get on into the video. Alright guys, here we go. We are at Longford now, and we are in our Porsche 911 GT3. We're going to be starting right at the back of the grid. 10-minute race, a little short race for you guys, and I have no clue how this will go. I'm probably going to crash within the first couple of attempts, but eventually we're going to do this, and hopefully everything goes well. I'm really interested to see how this will go, and I'm also very scared. So with that all said, let's get to the grid. As we go around this very loud formation lap, I will try and kind of point out the course to you guys. We start down here at the front stretch. We're going to head down into this little right-hand sweeper. It can get the car a little bit unbalanced, but it's not too shabby. Then there's this corner, which gets the car much more off balance, and you kind of have to control it from sliding into the braking zone here. There's a little left-right underneath a bridge, like a train track bridge. You're definitely not supposed to go double wide through here. This is a little narrow bridge section, and this is a very quick pace lap, right into the town of Longford, but not for long. We're gonna go through a little right-hander here, and then onto this very long straightaway. Yes, we go over top of the railroad tracks, which is pretty awesome. Let's not crash on the formation lap, shall we? But yeah, this is a very long straightaway. There's a little bit of a right-hander right here, and then a pretty long braking zone into this really tight right-hander. It does have some camber on it, so you have to be careful and kind of pick up the throttle at the right time. It's really hard to go on the outside through there. Then there's this little bridge section. This is very fun, very sweeping. And then this is a very tight left and then right complex. You're really kind of controlling the slide of the car as it comes through here. Another cambered turn and then nice long straightaway, although it has a right and then a left. But this it kind of gives me Le Mans vibes a little bit. Oh, and we're going green apparently, so that's okay. On the back stretch, we'll finish up the course roundup as we come down here. Really long straightaway. We're gonna have to be really careful in our braking here. Braking just after the 200. The AI like to brake right around the 200. Oh, it's gonna be really tight through here. Looks like we squeezed through. Gain a couple positions on our way. And here we go, across the start-finish line. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn on crew chief, so hopefully we don't end up wrecking into anyone. This is going to be really tricky right through here. You really have to control the cars that wants to come around on you. I've taken off a little bit of rear downforce to make the car a little bit more slippery in a straight line. See if we can make a move on this Audi down into... I'm going to let him go. We'll get a good tow from him onto the straightaway. Boost up our engine mixture a little bit. Over the railroad tracks. You can see there's no barriers. It's just trees if you go off here. So let's try not to do that. See if we can get a little bit of ground on this Audi here. Make the move stick. Careful into the braking zone. Fend off our position there. Use the camber of the road. Really fun to drive, oddly enough. You'd think it'd just be a really weird combination, but got to be careful through here. This is really... You really don't want to go over to the left too far there because you'll end up on that really high embankment and you can damage your suspension that way. Losing the McLaren a little bit. I would love a draft right now. We can't lose the pack in front. It is very similar to Le Mans in that fashion. But I think we're able to hang with him a little bit. I think I should have a little bit lower downforce, so a little bit faster in a straight line than the AI. Probably not going to go for a lunge here. I'm probably just going to play it safe. See if we can get a good run onto turn 1. Hopefully no one slams into the back of us. Good Audi. Chasing these cars down the hill. Just insane. And of course this all feels awesome because it's on rFactor 2. That really good physics. Force feedback doing its job. McLaren is defending this one. I think we'll do exactly what we did to the Audi. We'll wait till the straightaway and get a tow. Over the railroad tracks. Is he going to squeeze me? He is. We'll just come right back in. I don't want to do any bump drafting, but are we going to have to make a move to the outside? We very well might. Still in our mirrors, and we have cleared him. Once again, use the camber in the road. Oop, bouncing off the rev limiter a little bit there. That won't help us. I can't even imagine what a spectacle this would be if you told people in 1967 these would be the cars of today. But the track it's a lot of fun. I was really surprised by that. I would think, you know, it'd end up being kind of easy in modern cars, but it's still a very, very challenging circuit and quite a blast. So it looks like the AI tend to brake right around the 200. Probably just reacting to the cars braking in front of them. Halfway through the race, not making up a lot of ground. Probably not going to try and send anything through here though, because that's basically a death wish. You can end up very easily in the fence and then into a brick wall, which is apparently not recommended for car suspension and alignment from what I've heard. Alright, I think we should be able to get this Macca down into the right-hander. I was wrong. We'll just set him up. Oop, hit the tires a little bit on there. Of course, no curbing back in these days. You just set up tires along the bottom side of the track. At the apex. There we go. Sail on past this McLaren. See ya. Tuck in behind this Aston. Ways back, so no move down into here. We'll just play it safe. You have to pay attention a lot. You really can't put a wheel in the grass because if you get get loose, there's a fence or someone's cow pasture waiting for you. Oh, it's hard to get on the throttle there with that awkward camber. You don't want to go too far wide because you're going to end up over on that embankment, like I said. It really is a balance even in these modern, easy-to-drive cars, but they're hard to drive fast, and I'm not very good at it. I can drive them consistently, but GT3s are... To be quick in a GT3, you really have to be special, because you can be average very easily. Try not to slam into the back of this beautiful Aston Martin. I can't see. The AI don't tend to break through there. I do. Because if I didn't, I would end up dead. Oh, we got a good run through here. I can't see. We're definitely not going too wide over the river. Oh, right on this tail. Think we're going to get this one. Nice. Well done. He is going to have a little bit more of a switchback on us, but I think we cleared him pretty well now. Up to 22nd. Started 28th. I guess there was a couple cars that didn't qualify, so I ended up ahead of them. Definitely one tip for folks new to rFactor 2. If you're going to run just a race with the AI and you're wanting to start from the back, make sure that you get the AI to qualify, because if they don't, they're going to be all out of position, and this is really for any sim. And it's going to cause a lot of wrecks and issues. So definitely make sure you get the AI to qualify, then click finish session after they're done, and you should be able to have pretty good racing like this. One of those little annoying quirks about, quirks, I can't speak, about rFactor 2. Oh, we washed out too wide there. That was not good. You got to stay within the camber of the road, but you don't want to clip the edge of the curb there because you'll end up bouncing off. I love just flying through the countryside here with utility poles and trees and fences just flying past. Can only imagine what it was like to drive old machinery here. Actually, I do, because I have driven the Formula 1, 2, and 3 old tubs with the engine attached to them through here. It's amazing, and also very terrifying at the same time. Only 1 minute left. I would think this is probably the final lap, so we'll see what we can do. Ooh, trying to get loose on me there. Oh, a little bit in the grass. No worries. Just cutting it a little bit. It needed trimming. It's spring. Try and get to the inside of this Macca. He's still there. Looks like we got him. This is definitely the final lap. We'll see if we can catch up to this BMW before it's all over with. Stay in the slipstream. Not going to make a move just yet. Might have to send one right at the end. But I can't damage the car. That won't get you the result. Not a great run out of there. See if we can just stay in the draft, but I don't think we're going to be able to give him anything. Pedal to the metal. Let's go. Come on. I think we might have a chance here. Oh, he's going to squeeze us right to the edge of the road, but I think we've got it. Oh, a little bit off kilter there on the inside, but there we go. P20. We made up 10 positions in 10 minutes. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. I mean, I always say that, but I was surprised. I really didn't expect that to be as fun as it was. That was really impressive. It's an odd combination, but I really enjoyed that. That was, it was very unique. AI is trying to kill me now. I guess the BMW was disappointed that I passed him. definitely recommend you guys try this out if you have rFactor 2. If you don't, there are many other options. I'm being bombarded. In other games, Assetto Corsa has several historic tracks. Automobilista 2, really pretty much any simulation game has historic tracks. I'm just going to let all these AI pass because they're kind of freaking me out right now. But if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this sort of content. If you don't, then I don't know why you're still here, so hopefully you'll be willing to subscribe and help us out. I think I just murdered a Callaway Corvette. But anyway, there's a lot going on here. Be sure to turn on post notifications as well, because that helps me get people to see the videos and share them with other people. So once again, this was an awesome combination. I had a lot of fun. I would definitely be willing to keep driving this and race these guys even more. But before I crash, I'm signing off. Thank you for watching. Stay positive and live on. Peace.